Howdy. So I saw The Social Network for the second time. My first review went over YouTube's 15 minutes. Couldn't fit it in. So I will try and contain my enthusiasm about this film to under 15 minutes, and I will probably get even under 10 because I'm going to try and get it in a nutshell. Social Network is a 10. I love this movie. It's one of the... I've given out 3 10s this calendar year, and it's one of them, and I love it. It's about the founding of Facebook and the basically the lives of Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, and the people around him who helped him, even if he, you know, says there was no help. Written by Aaron Sorkin, directed by David Fincher, stars Jesse Eisenberg, Justin Timberlake, Andrew Garfield. Again, he's a relatively new face to me. I believe his name is Andrew Garfield. Rooney Mara's in there for a very brief second, and she's getting a whole career off of minutes of screen time. Good for her. Let's see who else is in there. That's the big. Those are the big guns. Excellent movie. It's a 10. I'm so impressed that it's, you know, like 2 hours on the dot, and it goes by like that. And I'm just, it swept me away. It took me away to another place. And it did it quickly and get you, again, it just like zooms by. And you don't even, I didn't even realize 2 hours had passed. I would have easily sat there for a third hour without much complaining at all. I was that engrossed in the story. And that mainly belongs to Aaron Sorkin, the credit. I really think that this is Aaron Sorkin's show. There's a lot of spoons in the soup here. The executive producers list is long. You know, there's a lot of creative minds going in here, but it all boils down to Aaron Sorkin, writer, and David Fincher, director. And I think this took a lot of compromise on David Fincher's part. I think he mainly took a back seat here. Probably just, you know, this I think is really a stab at greatness. I think it's his best film that he's made, you know. Not by far, because I loved Zodiac. Zodiac haunted me for days. But this is his best film. And it's by far, I think, the best thing Aaron Sorkin has ever done. And Aaron Sorkin's done a lot. But I think Fincher kind of took a back seat. He restrained himself. It's still beautifully shot, beautifully directed, and of course his editing and his directing, you know, go hand in hand with the screenplay, go hand in hand with Aaron Sorkin's screenplay, and I mean, they just pull it off. But I just felt that Fincher somehow had to restrain himself, that he didn't, and that's where all the producers come into play. That they had to kind of keep him reined in and get this effective story told in the best way. And again, I think they really wanted to keep Aaron Sorkin's vision intact. It's based off a book. I'm not sure, like, and court depositions. So, and technically, possibly in a way, there's a lot of just connecting the dots and just relying a lot on court transcripts. But still, I believed every single character. They were totally fleshed out, totally had complete story arcs. I never felt that there was anything unnecessary in the film. It seemed like every frame every scene was mandatory. That I can't picture the movie without it. There was only one time, and it was only briefly, when I thought, you know, why is this happening? And it was during basically a music montage of the Winklevi, the twins rowing in a competition, and even that set up the next scene, and it also gives you a chance to, you know, for Fincher to show you what he can do, and also it's mainly the set piece for the big original music from Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, who, it's not their original music, it's actually in the Hall of the Mountain King, but it's like what they advertise as the Facebook song, or excuse me, the social network song, the cover of the In the Hall of the Mountain King. And that's one thing. I'll take a side note to say the music is great. The music was practically non-stop, whether it was original score or source material. Music is throughout, and I really enjoyed that there's this constant hum or something scraping on something. It's very atmospheric, and I don't think it ever stops. I'm not sure about that, but it felt like the music never stopped. Sometimes maybe the music even took me out of it because the music's so good in some parts. Again, definitely Aaron Sorkin's show. Screenplay of the year. This is going to win Best Adapted Screenplay. Easy. If it doesn't, I would be aghast. The acting is great. Jesse Eisenberg really brings him to life. Justin Timberlake is, I mean, I don't want to say a revelation, but he's a talented artist. The guy can do anything, I guess. So, props to him. If I could be anyone in the world, I'd probably want to be JT. I think the real acting highlight, though, here is, and I wish I could get his name 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Andrew Garfield. I think he had the character that, one, most of the audience will identify with. I think he had a lot more emotional notes to hit. To me, he was the real standout here. He had a lot to do, and he nailed it. I really hope, one, I think Jesse Eisenberg will definitely get a nomination for Best Actor, because he's in practically every scene, he carries the film, and he makes Zuckerberg an intensely entertaining character. So again, I think he will receive recognition for his performance in the form of a nomination, not a win, but I would say if Andrew Garfield won for Best Supporting Actor, I would not be disappointed, because he really shines here. I was really impressed with him. A detracting thing you can find about, and I've heard people discuss this, it's about women. The women in this film are stereotypical, even if they're in the right. It's still very stereotypical, bra-burning, talk. I don't know. A lot of women have issues with the film because of the way women are portrayed. Usually they're, groupies, heartbreakers. Again, it's just what an aspect of the film that might turn you off a little bit. I didn't mind it, but I definitely noticed it. Even in my first viewing, I definitely noticed. I was like, they're kind of being hard on the ladies here, and the ladies were hard on them. So it's just there. It's just there. They definitely objectify and minimalize women in this film. Beautifully shot, beautifully directed, beautifully acted, seamless, beautifully written. Again, this is the screenplay of the year. I don't see how it won't win Best Adapted Screenplay. It's Aaron Sorkin's Time in the Sun. Fincher really reined himself in. No use of like, I don't want to say tacky, but there was no common overuse of Fincher effects. You know, he restricts messing with the image to having things be in focus and things be out of focus that normally wouldn't see. I don't really think I've seen shots composed just like they have been in this film. Lots of focus illusions going on here. And of course the special effects are restrained to the Winklevi, the twins, played by the same actor. It's like Benjamin Button. That looked flawless. This looks flawless. So kudos to that. Great special effects. And again, I think Fincher really reined himself in, really honed, really knew what he wanted, and delivered. I think everyone delivered. The Social Network delivers. It's one of the best movies of the year. It's a 10. It's excellent. I can't think of anything else to say. I think that says it all. I really hope you got to see it. I can't believe not many people have. It didn't go to the places I thought it would go, so I'm kind of shocked in a way. So I hope you got the chance to see this in the theater. I think it's downright important to see this film in the theater. But definitely rent it as soon as it comes out. Buy it. You would not, you wouldn't be disappointed if it were in your collection. Fincher's best film, and he right now is an American master and fighting for, the top dog of the next generation, basically. So that's The Social Network. Please to go see it. It's a 10. Thank you.